What's going on, YouTube? So today I finally got the parts to get my clutch back on the LS1. It took a little bit to get that crank seal, but I got it, and I actually put that inside the motor now. I'm not sure if any of you would be able to see it or not. Probably not be able to see it, but now I can finally get this clutch back on the motor, and then I can finally get the T56 mated to the motor, and yeah, then I can start hopefully get it in, but we'll see about that. I also got other small miscellaneous things. I gotta put the studs in the hubs yet. I needed a chase because those threads were getting gunked up a little bit, so I'll do that too. And then I'm probably going to do something about this wing. It's kind of big and ugly. Previous owner put that on the car before I got it, and I was just too lazy to take it off because the main thing is these rivets, and I don't want to put that many holes in the trunk, but since it's indoors now, I'm not really too worried about it, and I have the time to actually fix it. So without further ado, let's get started. Awesome. Got the oil pan on and the clutch on. Wasn't too difficult. There was like some weird alignment issue with the oil pan. It was taking me a little bit to get the bolts back in, but no big deal. Yeah, at this point, all I got to do is just mate the trans to the motor. So let's get to it. Okay, YouTube. I wanted to stop while I'm in the middle of this to kind of talk about what I had to do, and I made quite a bit of mistakes right away. I filled the transmission up. I figured it'd be easier to fill it up outside of the car, but I had to take off the shifter, so that resulted in me having to drain all the transmission fluid that I just bought. Good thing I double ordered that. Also, the 2 bolts that come in the Sicky kit that bolt the 2 bottom lobes of the tranny, I took those back out because look at how close this is. I'm literally touching the firewall there, and I'm barely making it there, just to make it easier. I was planning originally to take out my subframe and then just raise the car up. That's how I've done swaps on E30s before. I just think that was a little bit easier, but I'm kind of trying a new different way, and it kind of sucks. It's not fun. But yeah, I think as soon as I get this into the transmission underneath that firewall, I'll be able to lower it, and I think that'll just be pretty easy. So I'm just going to continue to keep on going. So wish me luck. I got it. After a shit ton of hours of just like pulling the motor in and taking it out and just messing around with it, hammering the trans tunnel, doing all that stuff, it was terrible. It just wasn't fun at all. I didn't know where to hammer. Just kind of went for it. Basic things. I'll grab my flashlight here. down in there. I had to hammer all of that. And then down in here, I personally think it looks terrible. I should have just cut the trans tunnel out. If anybody has any type of like basic welding skills or like sheet metal skills or anything like that, I would just cut the trans tunnel out and build a new one. It'd just be way easier instead of just hammering it. So like I put holes in my trans tunnel. It's just folded over. I think it looks kind of shitty. So whatever. But that one, I'll definitely cut the trans tunnel out to do the LS swap on that. It's just, I'm not gonna deal with it. It just like was so much time. It's just very time consuming, and it was just not fun. But I got everything in. The one thing that kind of sucks though is that my transmission cross member, I was given the wrong one. It's for a 240, so I'm gonna have to get a new one from Sicky Manufacturing. I'm gonna contact them, see if they can see what they can do. I bought this kit over probably like 2.5 years ago, so I highly doubt that they'll swap it out or whatever. So I'll probably have to buy a new one, or I'll just make one. Doesn't really matter. I don't know how much it costs. So yeah, it's in, and yeah, time to start on the oil relocation kit, getting the bay all sorted out, figured out, and getting the radiator, get the fans, get everything else figured out. I'll probably do the wiring. I think I'm going to do the wiring myself. I got to look at some wiring diagrams, kind of do a little bit of research and see how much of a pain it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be terrible. So yeah, and I don't have any like accessories or anything like that. I just have basic like RPM gauge, oil pressure, stuff like that, water temp. So I'm not really trying to like wire up a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.